Hey guys, in this video we're going to do some testing of the Simplex versus the Otek. We're going to do some deeper testing at this point. We're going to go with some just modern clad quarters, probably 4 and 7 inches respectively, and then we're going to put a gold ring down and we're going to test that out as well. Alrighty, so this is going to be depth test. We're going to... It's a little bit windy out here, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But this is going to be, that's probably 7 inches right there. We're going to pop that in. This one's going to be maybe 4 inches. I'm going to pop that in. We've got a 12 karat gold here, 14 karat gold ring. Soil's very crumbly. Alright, let's see how the 6-7 inch clad coin is going to do against Simplex here. I'm going to take the sensitivity down to around half. No, I'm going to be in it's going to be in field 1 mode, which is steepest setting there. So there we go, it's hitting it. This is the 4 inch clad. There we go, it's hitting it nicely there. Definitely struck. It's getting it there, it's getting nice. Nicer. This is the ring at 4 inches. So once again, the gold ring on the Simplex there, it's hitting it. 30s, 90s, 4 inches. This is around 7 inches. Alrighty, let's fire up the Otek. We're going to push up the sensitivity to 4. Full metal mode. So this is the gold ring around 3 inches. Yep, hitting that. This is the 4 inch clad. Picking it up. Now it's going to be like 6-7 inches clad. Yeah, it's picking it up. I'm going to do a recovery speed test here. It's a quarter and a quarter. I'm going to put it close there. Picks up 2 there. Normal swing. Struggling. Space it out a little bit more. There you go. Max that distance there. Say maybe that's 6 inches. And if we go less than that, yeah, it's definitely 6 inches. So let's go 6 inches and put some gold in between there. See if it picks that up. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Alright, let's go with recovery. This is 6 inches for 2 clads. It's picking that up. One, two. Let's move it closer to 5 inches. Field mode 2.78. This is 4 inches. This is field mode again, right? This is meant to be a slowest recovery speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just 2 inches away there. Picks it up. I wonder if it's next to each other. Yep, picks it up. Nice. Let's throw some gold in between there. We're going at about 6 inches and a piece of gold in between too. Let's see if it picks up all 3. Yeah, it's like it wants to, right? Let's go about 8 inches there. Let's move the gold out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alrighty. So, hopefully that video was of some help. I know it's some brief testing there, and apologies if the sound quality didn't sound too good. There was some big gusts of wind on the recording of that test there, but as you can see, the Simplex was able to pick up those items, both 7 inches deep and also 4 for the clad quarters, and then the ring, it was absolutely fine as well. And the Otek was absolutely fine with those depths as well. I mean, I think my next test will be a test where we go even deeper in the ground. Maybe we'll go 9 to 12 inches and see how those two figure out. It's interesting, when I fired up the Simplex, I had it on Park 2 setting, which isn't its deepest setting. It didn't even pick up that quarter that was in the ground. I had to bump it back over to fill, which is my preference. For detecting modes for the Simplex. With regards to the recovery speed test that I did, again, the Otek suffers, it has to be 6-inch separation, which, is not ideal. That's quite a bit of distance there. But, with regards to the Simplex, it can pick up things literally within 1 inch of each other, even large objects like a quarter there. And, obviously with the gold put in between those two coins, you can tell through the tones that it was jumping in between them. So, very impressed with the Simplex. Alrighty, so just wanted to talk about some main differences between the two devices. So obviously the Simplex you can get it for around about $254 on Amazon. The Otek you can get for around about $150 off of Amazon as well. So some of the things that are pluses and negatives of the Otek, I'll start with that first. The Otek is certainly cheaper of the two. So if you're not really 100% sure on whether you want to be committed to this hobby, you want to just try it out, it's obviously not going to break the bank. You can run it past your partner and they're not going to bulk too much. It's also a good entry level machine for a young child as well. I mean, obviously you're not investing too much money, so if they break it, it's not too bad. It does have a backlight option, which is good. If you do want to do night hunting, you can turn that light on and it lights up in the dark. So obviously Otek are thinking about other detectors are on the market for this price range, and they're really going above and beyond. Another good example is the audio out 3.5mm option there, which the Simplex has an audio out, but it has its own third-party peripheral cable that you need that goes to 1/4 inch, not even 3.5mm. So the fact that you have 3.5, you can plug that just any set of headphones. It's the small audio adapter that can go in the back there. It's great. Otek has 3 tones. Low, mid, and high. So, again, if you're, detecting those high non-ferrous items and you want to just go by tone only, it's going to smack it and pick it up. The Otek is very lightweight, lighter than the Simplex, I will say that. The Otek is nice that you can replace those batteries, so you can hunt all day as long as you've got, a pocket full of batteries. You're going to be great, and you don't have to change the batteries that frequent as well. It's really a low energy consumption device, so you really don't need to worry too much about batteries. I personally go through more batteries with my pinpointer than I do with my metal detector, the Otek. The Otek has great reviews online. If you go to Amazon or any website, you'll see that there's a ton of people that have purchased it, are very happy. And also the Otek does go deep. I will say that I've picked up some targets, 9 to 10 inches before with the Otek. And it will go deep. It's just recovery speed, like what we saw in that video. It's lacking. It doesn't have those options to differentiate between them. And you have discrimination mode, which is great. You have adjustable volume, which is great. You have adjustable gain control, which is great. I mean, these are all things that you would expect from a metal detector of this kind of price range. So let's talk about the Simplex, positives and negatives. The Simplex is fully waterproof. Otek is not. Simplex has frequency change. It has 3 of those. So if you're having any EMI hits, any interference at all, even with other metal detectors, you have the ability to bump over to another frequency, which the Otek does not have that. It has a built-in backlight, just like the Otek. It has a Wi-Fi module on the Simplex, which the Otek does not have. So if you want to connect a set of headphones to the Simplex, you can do that, which is great. You have backlight options. Sorry, what I mean by that is it actually shines a light down onto the ground, which is, a great option if you want to do any kind of night hunting. The Simplex has three-tone setting, just like the Otek, low, medium, and high. The Simplex has 5 modes, though. Even though the Otek does have 5 modes, they're all just variations of one or the other, just using discrimination. The Simplex doesn't do that, although one of the settings, which is beach, does have some discrimination between 0 to 15. It notches out, but field just goes the deepest and is the slowest recovery speed, with park going deep as well, with a little bit better recovery speed, and then park 2 is the shallowest with full recovery speed on there. You've got all metal mode, which is one of those, it's the black sheep of the family of the settings of the Otek. I really don't see many people using that unless it's beach mode. And then you also have beach mode as well, which again just has an element of discrimination there. This a good thing that this differentiates the Simplex against the Otek is that the Simplex has ground balancing. It has automatic and manual. So depending upon what your situation is, if you're in a park setting or field setting, you can just do automatic ground balancing. You just pop that coil and it'll connect and realize what the mineralization of the soil is and adjust ground balancing according. And, if you're in a beach setting, that's really valuable as well, because the mineralization of the sand there, that's when you can go into manual ground balancing mode. That's really useful. The Simplex has adjustable iron settings. It has 3, something the Otek does not have. But if you want to listen to iron and have that volume at full volume, you can do that. If you want to turn it down, you can. If you want to turn it off, you can. It's obviously discrimination. It's an element of discrimination mode there. But what's nice is if you really want your iron to really ping out, if you have a target, a value that's next to iron, and you really want that to be a prominent feature when you're sweeping your detector, the iron setting is very useful. The Simplex has a built-in rechargeable battery, which will last many, many years. It also has the Simplex has interchangeable coils. It has 4 options, including the stock coil. The Otek does not have that. It's just one stock coil, and that's it. But the Simplex has a variety of 3 other. It has the D-Tech 30-inch, has the SP24, which is an oval-shaped, coil that's used for very difficult terrain. If you need to get in between things, if you're going to a field and there's a lot of a lot of growth that's kind of going up through the field there, and you want to just get in between things, or if you're in a park and you want to get in between things and just kind of isolate your location of where you're using your coil, the SP24 is great as well. And the 22 is a circular one. It's smaller than the 28, and that's useful for really locking into small targets. So there's just a few of the options that that the Simplex has. Pretty much covers it all. Between the 2 devices, again, for $100 extra, you are getting a lot more features with the Simplex. So to me, it would be my recommendation out of those 2 devices. If you are looking to be more serious about the hobby of metal detecting, and you have the extra cash, absolutely go with the Simplex. If not, if you want to be a bit conservative and you just want to try it out, the Otek's a great machine. If you like it, you want to continue on, you can obviously progress up and spend more money, and maybe you can give that device to somebody else to get into the hobby as well. So hopefully this video is of some interest. Leave some comments below if you want to see some more testing. And thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.